You got to move because this is limited too. So this is the last of your silver
HSN's going to come to their senses. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
From a pricing standpoint.
You get 10 coins of the $50, right? Your silver Canadies for $129.95.
I have, in the last 2 weeks, had to raise the price twice on this.
Really?
Generally speaking, I mean, it's just the ways of the world. HSN then has to raise their price as well. When I raise my price to them, they have to raise their price as well. On this particular piece, they have decided to hold the line.
Wow.
They have decided to hold the line. This is one of the single most popular things in the 25 years I've been here that I've ever sold.
Really?
Well, take a look at it. What's the current item numbers that we use for items?
The current.
The item numbers.
Yeah.
9, 8, 7.
Yeah.
So they do them in numerical order.
Yes.
So it's 980,179.
Right.
Look at the item number on this.
I know.
Okay. It's 500,000 items ago that I put this into. Okay, HSN has sold literally 500,000 new things since I put this in the system, and I have sold literally tons and tons and tons and tons of these. Now the interesting thing is I have sold these anywhere from $99 when silver was $8 an ounce. That's how long I've been here. To $319 when silver was $55 an ounce, okay? And silver is, of course, in between that now. So what happened is, and while I had to raise my price because silver's been going up, HSN didn't raise theirs. So what you have is an incredible opportunity to own an original United States silver Kennedy $50 for $12.99. Now here's the kicker with this. Here's the thing that kind of makes this. When I price these almost like they're a silver bar, you know, just for the silver of it. Just the melt, what we call melt value. That's how I bought them, and that's how we sell them to HSN and how I sell them to you. However, it seems that most of these silver Kennedy $50, if they're not in very good shape, have already been melted down. So the coins that I've been getting, and particularly this batch, aren't just regular coins that are going to be melted. These are brilliant uncirculated collector coins. And you see this right here, that every one of these, and people always ask me, why do you do that? And what I do is I'm trying to show people the luster. So it looks like the spokes of a wheel when I turn these. And what that means is it has the original luster. Luster is when a coin is struck, when a blank planchet, which is an unstruck coin, is struck, the image flows into the voids of the die, if you will. And it creates these flow lines. They reflect light in a very specific way that's called luster, and it looks like the spokes of a wheel on a coin. So I'm showing coin collectors that this has original luster on it, okay, that they do this. So if I go to the largest nationally advertised catalog for these coins, the brilliant uncirculated version of this coin sells for $28.50. That's the numismatic value. So these 10 coins would be $285.
Wow.
So you get that numismatic value, and I'm charging, in essence, the silver value for this particular coin. That is critical for you. So, and the secondary thing is, in the world today, as we have trade things going on, we get a lot of our silver from Europe and a lot of our gold from Europe. Currently, unless it's a coin, in essence what would be a foreign coin, there is a tariff on just gold and silver bars, which has made those people who bring those coins in, or bars in, basically there's no imports of gold and silver bars from Europe right now because it adds so significantly to the price that they can't do it. So what we have now is an incredible desire, need, and shortage of coins that are American silver coins or gold coins and coins that are already in the United States of America. And these coins fit the bill for every single solitary one of them because it's American silver made here in the United States 50 plus years ago. Okay, these coins are all a half century old. It's original silver, it's American silver because they melted down other American coins to make this coin, and it's the last silver coin ever made by the United States government that was intended intended for circulation. And so that's why I've had to raise price, because it's a supply, and silver's gone up too, but we generally kind of go with that, you know, as silver goes up, and silver's really starting to push the edge right now. Silver's really starting to push the edge right now of that. And so, but the premium of these over the price of silver has just been going up and up and up and up, because they're American coins that already exist, already here, so we don't have to deal with any of the trade issues that are out there that you see for bars and those types of things that are incurring anywhere between 10 and 20% tariffs. Now, hopefully that'll get cleared up, but for right now it's not. And so because of that, this is the go-to thing. Now, one of the things that we have here is what we call kind of a perpetual counter, how many of these we've sold. And I haven't had this since I've had this coin, but I think we've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of these. 10 coins at a time. Yeah. So if I've sold 3,000 of these, that's 30,000 coins, and that's probably in the last year. I suspect since I've been here, I bet you I've sold the better part of 1 million of these Kennedy half dollars, because they are so desirable from a collectible standpoint. When you're getting $285 of numismatic value for $129.95.
$12 and some change for a coin.
A coin. And like I said, none of those telltale copper lines, because that is, as you can see, silver clad there. And so what you're going to have is this spectacular, brilliant uncirculated $28 value that you're getting for $12.99. You get to stack your silver, get in front of that. Now, I got to give my kind of silver speech that I've been giving for quite some time here. I like to say there's a lot of mysteries in the world.
Right.
Got that Area 51 thing. You got them big stone things on Easter Island. And you have, to me, the price of silver.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So gold hit another all-time high today. Traditionally, the gold-silver ratio, so in other words, how many ounces of silver did you need for an ounce of gold? The traditional gold-silver ratio of the last 50 or 60 years is 30 to 1. In the past, it's been closer to 15 to 1. So 30 to 1 is what we look for. It is currently over 100 to 1. Look, if gold doesn't go up another penny and silver just goes to its 30 to 1 ratio, I'm $379 on these coins. I'm $379. And understand, silver is used industrially. Understand, we mine more gold every year. There's more gold every year, because it doesn't go away. Silver literally goes away every single solitary year. Because when you make a solar panel with silver, it's gone forever. When you make a phone, when you use silver because it conducts electricity so well. I mean, the most used commodity in the world is oil. Second most used commodity, in other words, from manufacturing standpoint and all, is silver. And so understand, we are in silver deficit and have been for 5 years. And here's what silver deficit means. That means that every year for the last 5 years, on average, we've used about 250 million ounces of silver more than what has been mined or refined in the entire world. Where does that silver come from? Existing supplies. It goes into manufacturing and it's gone forever. The U.S. Geologic Survey, as a matter of fact, has estimated about 30% or so of all the silver that has ever been mined in human history has been lost to corrosion, and it's in its elemental form, never to be found or made again.
Wow.
Here's the other thing that I find amazing. If you look at all the physical gold in the world that you can put your hands on, it's going to roughly fit in this studio. About 30 meters on an edge, 30 cubic meters. If you take all the silver that has ever been mined in human history that you can put your hands on, it's about 40 cubic meters. And yet gold is over 100 times more valuable than silver. Silver is the thing. Silver is transactable. Silver is this. And what's more transactable than United States silver coins at the same price I had 6 months ago, thanks to HSN, 6 months ago. Now that is not going to continue. We are seeing, as the shortage of silver continues to exacerbate itself here in the United States, I will have to make probably another price increase coming up here, and HSN can no longer hold the line. So we'll probably go to 139, maybe even 149 on these particular coins. You know, still going to come in this, but in terms of this pricing, in terms of this opportunity, in terms of this value, in terms of this availability, now is the time you absolutely, positively must strike. If you want precious metal, which is safety and security in an unsafe and insecure world, this is the time. And you have to buy it from a trusted source so that you know that you get silver, brilliant, uncirculated Kennedy silver dollars. You need to pick up the phone and get in and take advantage of that right here, right now, at this price. I mean, there's just absolutely no doubt about it. This coin is actually almost proof-like. I mean, look at this coin. As I look down there, I just take a look at this coin, and I mean, this thing is absolutely, I mean, that is a stunner, brilliant, uncirculated. Check that out. I mean, that coin is off the charts. The reverse is almost proof-like. So when I'm talking about condition at a $28.50 numismatic value, that right there is what I'm talking about.
And you just paid $12.99 for it. At this value, it's $12.99. So here's the thing. We'll give you another minute. We don't have thousands.
No,
we don't even have 1,000. I don't even have 800. I don't even have 700. I have less than 600 of you who can take advantage of this opportunity.
And many people buying multiples of these. These are flying out of here, very busy, hsn.com.
Right, because once it sells out, and then once Mike gets his hands and says, all right, I got a few more, it's going to be difficult on our end to keep it at this price.
At this price. The price is the key here.
The price is the key. The value is here for you right now at this moment at $129.95. And of course, utilizing that FlexPay, open it any and every one. Those are interest-free payments, by the way, so you pay $43 and some change right now. Little tax and shipping and handling. You have it on your doorstep within the next few days at this value. 433-373 is that item number. So final hundreds if you want to go ahead and grab that. All right, don't go anywhere. We have some incredible proof sets coming up after the break.